Okay. Everybody wanted my opinion on who would win these fights. Well, I want to see what the boxing fans, your knowledge is on these fights too. So in the comment section, please do leave a comment on who wins these fights. And try to explain to the best of your knowledge why you think they would win the fight. Now, first you got Mike Tyson and Joe Frazier at the top. I think Mike Tyson would knock Frazier out within about 6 rounds. Joe's a rhythm fighter, and sometimes it's a telling sign. And Mike's speed and quickness on his hooks, he keep it short and tight. Where Frazier likes to loop his hooks in and off a rhythm. It's beautiful the way he throws his whole body into him, but I think Mike would have saw that coming. Frazier's toughness would have kept him in the fight a little longer, but Mike's speed and power and would just been too much for Frazier at that time. The next fight, Foreman versus Rocky Marciano. I see Rocky Marciano being in the fight for maybe about 4 rounds before he's knocked out by George Foreman. The problem is the height. It's too much for Rocky to overcome, and dealing with a guy who's throwing down at him. Rocky would have had to get low and tried to come in and get close to George. And I think that would have worked in his favor for a little bit, but after taking a couple of shots from George, I don't see him getting up that many times from George, using that distance and him throwing straight down upon him. I don't think he could have got away. And here's the most intriguing fight, Ray Robinson versus Sugar Ray Leonard. I say Ray Robinson wins by decision. It's close to a stoppage would be, but I would say a decision against Ray Leonard. I would say that because of Ray Robinson's power. Everything he threw was with power. Jab with power. Hook. All of these things he threw with power, and he was elusive enough to not get caught all the time. And Ray Leonard wouldn't, all those flurries and stuff wouldn't have really mattered going up against Ray Robinson. He'd have put an end to that real quick. Felix Tito Trinidad and Jermaine Taylor. This fight almost happened, by the way, for those who didn't know. Tito would have took Jermaine Taylor out in the late rounds. I felt like was around 11 or 12 when it got late, Taylor's stamina failed him a lot in his fights, and he didn't jab as much, and he just was out there to be hit. And Trinidad was known for coming on strong in the second half of the fights. The next fight is Julio Cesar Chavez versus Arturo Gatti. I would have Chavez knocking Gatti out from body punches and accumulation of damage. Either if Buddy was in the corner, the fight's getting stopped in 8 rounds or 9 rounds, but it would be brutal. Chavez would bust him up, and there are 2 different level of fighters, and that's just that. So on this list, mostly all of them are knockouts that I see, except for the Robinson fight, which is close. I'm almost going for a knockout there too. Alright, y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm out. Peace.